98% of the country now has high or substantial community spread of COVID-19. Tonight, the CDC is recommending that people wear a mask indoors, even if they're vaccinated. 13 on your side's Nate Belt joins us now with what kind of mask to wear to protect yourself and others from the Delta variant. Nate.
Well, Juliet, it's been a few months since mask mandates across the state were lifted, but health officials say it's time to start keeping one on you again, just in case. Now, when it comes to facial coverings, not all are created equal, and some provide better protection than others.
Last year, it seemed like the COVID safety suggestions were constantly changing.
We really didn't have what we needed to make wide community recommendations.
But now we do, and the most widely recommended prevention method is the face mask. Marsha Mansaray says the biggest reason for their return is your ability to spread the virus without realizing it.
You would naturally, be going about your business contagious, but not knowing it because you feel fine.
So with many different types of face coverings, which provides the best protection? Mansaray says there's one thing you definitely want to have.
Multiple layers of cloth, usually cloth or some kind of paper, depending on the mask. Those surgical masks work, other cloth masks that have multiple layers, at least two.
That doesn't mean wearing two masks at once. It just means the one you have shouldn't be a single layer. And one thing to avoid is a single layer gaiter, which has become popular in the last year.
Is not helpful and actually might be a little bit harmful because the virus particles can still get through it and might just be smaller and able to travel further than 6 feet.
At the other end of the spectrum, Mansaray calls the N95 mask the most protective of the bunch.
They do fit tighter, they have more layers, they are thicker, they're less comfortable because it could, it's a little hotter inside of there, but they definitely provide better protection for other people if you're contagious.
Last year, the CDC encouraged the general public to actually not buy those N95 masks because there was a shortage and they needed to get them to medical workers. But Mansaray says there is a more abundant supply this time around. Julia.
Nate, thank you for that information.